Welcome to the Parenting Roundabout podcast for the week of March 20th, 2023. I'm Catherine Haleko, and I'm here with Terry Morrow.
Hello.
Every week we chat about what parents are talking, complaining, and obsessing about right now. But this week we're short one podcaster due to a Facebook hack that took out Nicole's Facebook account, her Instagram account, and her will to interact with any technology at all, including Zoom and Dropbox and whatever else.
We're just giving her some time to mourn her lost data and access. Yes. Oh man, it's a scary situation. If anybody else out there has been hit by this Lily Collins hack, send Nicole some condolences on Twitter. I think her Twitter account is still up as of when I last looked. And, plot your assault on Facebook headquarters to punish them for what they have done.
Right. It's bad.
Yes.
So we're giving her the week off to just lay in a dark room with a rag over her eyes.
Yes. And honestly, we're a little afraid to log on to stuff too, so.
Right. We thought we would look back at some of our many past discussions on technical issues and revisit them this week. So first up, we're talking about new phone frustrations. This is from January 2020. Nicole has a complaint about her new phone.
Aww.
Mm-hmm. You know what? And actually, the phone itself is lovely. I mean, I can't complain.
Which number is it? Which number iPhone is it?
It's the 11.
Oh.
It's the 11. Not the Pro, but just the 11.
Yeah.
And it is a lovely piece of equipment. There's a few things on it that take a bit getting used to because some of the controls are different than what the other phone was. Because I think the last one I had was like a 7 or an 8.
Yeah.
It was quite a while ago. Anyway, so it was on its, it was on its last legs.
Right.
So I did the upgrade. And, but let me tell you, I don't know if it's because I'm turning 50 soon or if Apple needs better writers, but I could not follow the instructions on how to set it up. I was so confused, and I had to ask my daughter to come down and help me. I was asking my husband to help me. Because I was getting instructions from the AT&T website, who's, my network provider.
Yeah.
And then I was reading from the Apple website, and I was just, this is not, they need to step it up for their aging population, their demographics.
Well, I recently got a new MacBook, and there was no instructions with it at all. There was like stickers and something with tiny print that gave a very small amount of information. And the rest of it just sort of leads you through.
Right.
And I found it to be really easy. And it's a good thing because I had nothing to go by.
Yeah.
I'm used to those days where you would buy an expensive piece of equipment and it would come with a manual. And you would read through the manual and then you would say, okay, I think I got it. And go to set it up. And this is just like, just turn it on, Grandma. It's fine.
Well, I got a laptop last year, an Apple laptop last year, and it was very easy to get going. But for some reason, this is not easy.
I blame AT&T.
And
I'm mad at them right now, so that's fine.
Okay, we'll blame them. But the irony is that for Christmas, we, so for several family members, we all kind of pitched in and got my in-laws an iPad. And they haven't been able to get it going or set up. And we've been getting a little frustrated because we're like, what's the problem? Just turn it on and get going. Well, that's come around to bite me because now I'm like, I feel really inadequate when it comes to setting this up. So, but, but at the same time, I really do think that either AT&T or Apple, they need to get their, they got to start looking at different ways of making their items accessible.
A little more hand-holding for the older population.
Exactly.
But do you have kids you can ask to help you? Because in my house, I'm the expert on all this stuff.
Right.
So people ask me for help. I don't have anybody that I can go to and say, hey, child, set this up for me, will you? I feel like I need to know how to do it. And I mostly do, but I've not been so frustrated by the setup of my new devices lately as by not being able to fix them when they break.
Mm-hmm.
I used to feel super competent I've had Macs since like 1990, and I used to be able to, if something went wrong, I could fix it. I would go online, I would see what people did, I would fix it, and it would work. And I've now had like 3 computers in a row that I just could not bring back from the dead. Nothing would work. Everything I tried wouldn't work. And it's like, well, what do I do now? It's really frustrating. It used to be you could like drop something on the floor or kick it and it would start working again. Remember those days?
Or unplug it and then plug it back in.
Unplug it and plug it in. That would work. Or used to be you could pop the battery out, but of course you can't do that anymore. I miss the days when I could just give something a good whack and it would kind of shiver and then come back to life. And now they've just gotten so technical that they're beyond my ability to do anything with. And truly, I bring them to the Genius Bar and the Mac store, and they can't do anything with it either. So I miss those days. I miss those days when I felt like I could handle stuff.
Yeah, we're having an issue with Netflix right now, which, I mean, first of all, I tried to download something on my phone, and it said, you've downloaded onto too many devices, so you can't anymore. Well, I mean, it's probably counting like old phones, old laptops, old iPads that we don't even use anymore.
Is there someplace on Netflix you can weed those out?
I have no idea.
There should be, because I know it's the same thing with iTunes. At some point, you have to go through and go to your cloud and get rid of all the old stuff.
Right.
Because there's only a number. And I had to do that with something else that was, like I have a subscription to Microsoft Word. And so I had to go and delete my old computers.
Yeah.
Including the one I had for 30 days and then it broke. But,
well, and then to sweeten the pot, Netflix was working fine on our TV, which remember we talked about smart TVs a while ago. Turns out we have one. I didn't even know it. But
oh no!
Really?
But anyway, yeah, like you can navigate to internet on there. And,
no way.
Yeah. So you can navigate to Netflix on there. Mm-hmm. You can choose a show. Mm-hmm. You can choose the episode of the show that you want.
Yeah.
Then you press play, and then it says, Netflix is not compatible with this device.
No.
What? Like, well, it was a week ago, so what happened?
Oh, man.
And I'm like, and so my husband's like, well, we should just cancel Netflix. I'm like, but I'm still watching it on my phone. And
oh, dear.
I feel like we have to call them, but I mean, come on. Who wants to do that?
Is there like a live chat or a thing that you can message them?
Maybe I would have to look around for that.
When I first got Netflix, or when my gift subscription had ended and I was paying for it myself, somebody else's credit card somehow got on my Netflix. Somebody else was paying for my Netflix. And it seems like it would be the easiest thing in the world to contact them and say, hey, there's been some error here. But it was ridiculously difficult to get this person to get them to get the wrong credit card information off. Mm-hmm. So yeah, probably they're not going to be too much assistance.
Yeah. I don't have really high hopes, which is probably why I haven't done anything about it.
Yeah. I mean, all this stuff adds to your stress, doesn't it? To not be able to take care of things.
Right.
It does.
And then you think about how you're paying, $10 or $20 or $1,000 a month if it's a phone for all this.
Yes.
Joy.
It enrages me. What I do now is I try to do the online chats, and then I make sure at the end that you save the online chats.
Yeah.
Because then when it doesn't work and you have to go back to them, you could say, please reference chats number this, this, and this. And then the person can see all the things that were told to you that are now not happening.
That didn't do anything.
It seems to be helpful. Yeah. Though I think I'm going to have another go around with AT&T soon. So it's their fault, Nicole. It's all their fault. Everything is their fault. We kept giving my husband old iPhones to use as his phone. And he never could figure out how to use it. He just was like, all he wanted was a phone. He didn't want any of the other bells and whistles. And I think the batteries went bad on the phones because they weren't being used enough. And then they were dying and he couldn't make phone calls. So I said, fine, Mr. Neanderthal. And I went and I got him a flip phone. And even that is like more phone than he needs, because now you can't just get a flip phone. They all have some web interface on them, so you have to set them up. So now I'm trying to set up this thing with this really old-fashioned interface that I have to find my way around and set different things on, and I'm trying to show him how to make contacts, and it's incredibly convoluted because you have to use the numbers as letters and all that. Mm-hmm. So I can't even give somebody an easy phone. And then AT&T is like charging me more. It's like, it's not an upgrade, it's a downgrade. It's like we went from an iPhone to a flip phone. Technology.
I know. Yeah.
But I should have trained my children. I should have sent them to tech school so that they would be able to take all of this off my hands and set it up and give it back to me and pat my head.
My daughter knows how to do it. She just chooses not to.
Bring all your stuff with you the next time you go to Vancouver and say, child.
Fix this.
Yes.
Yeah. No, she just, makes all kinds of excuses as to why she can't come help me at that very second. So
I set up your iPhone for you when you were a child. Now it's your turn to do it for me.
I know. I'm paying for your upgrade.
That's right. Can your son do it for you?
No, he's like me. He's not very technically.
That's what we want to hear from a future doctor. I'm sorry, that's too complicated.
He's just he'll manage his way through it. It's not his forte. So,
how about you, Catherine? Do your children provide assistance?
Sometimes, but sometimes everyone, I'm like you, where they turn to me. Like,
yes,
my husband for sure does not. He gives up after 5 seconds. It's like, you figure it out. No.
Yes,
but like recently, he had to. My son had been complaining about his phone and saying that he needed a new one, and I was like, "Well, you're not getting a new one," because he said he knew what was wrong with it, but he didn't want to fix it.
Mm-hmm. Oh, nice.
And so I was like, "Well, I'm not doing anything about it then." And then something went wrong with my husband's phone, so he was going to the Verizon store, so he took my son's phone along for the ride and actually did something to his. I don't remember. And then it turned out that my son did need a new phone. I mean, I thought he wanted an upgrade, and that's what I was not doing, but he needed a replacement phone. And so they did send it, and he did everything to get it all. I did not have to do anything. So that was very exciting.
Nice.
I was very pleased.
We'll have him, coach Nicole through it then.
Right. Honestly,
this was like,
when my
set you guys up
available.
On Skype.
Yeah. And that's it for today's Technical Difficulties Talk. Tune in tomorrow for our brand new entertainment-themed round 2. We're always interested in what you have to say, so drop us a comment on our website, our Facebook page, or Twitter, where you'll find us at Roundabout Chat.